Hello and welcome to YHTV's Flowing into Awareness with visionary and master intuitive Anatara. I am Christina Suzuma, your host for this program. Today we are speaking of aligning with meaningful abundance. And with us is the beautiful Anatara.
Hi, good day, Christina.
Good day to you, Anatara. Meaningful abundance.
Meaningful abundance. And what is the most vital thing about meaningful abundance is that it is the kind of abundance, or it is abundance in an area that is meaningful to you. What is meaningful to you? What sort of abundance, what sort of riches of time or people or material things or money? What is meaningful to you? And how do you really find out what that is so that you can align yourself with it? Meaningful can also the idea of meaningful abundance can also sort of spill over into a concept of, it's in some people's minds, it may be more meaningful to do good for other people than it is to have a lot of dollars in your bank account. But is that true for you? What is meaningful for you? What makes something meaningful? So here's some things to look at. Are you searching for the sense that you have what you deserve and want? Is your heart aching to be at ease or to have a certain kind of feeling or sensation that you know you don't have right now? Have you been trying to shed off layers of fear, regret, loss, judgment, pain, or lack? Your learned behaviors and conditioning help you to maintain the belief that you should concentrate on the detail of life, such as in who, what, when, where, and why, perhaps rather than on what is really meaningful to you or would be meaningful to you if you knew what it was and you could find it. Life becomes meaningful when you can rest in the simplicity of the moment, when you can feel your breath or see the sky, pat your dog, soak in the sound of something beautiful, feel the pleasure of your pillow under your head. When you are in appreciation of what you have, when what you have is an indication of what's abundant to you, you are living in the abundance of the moment. As you carry this sensation around with you, everything becomes abundant. Abundance literally runs through you. Abundance can now find you and give you what you want. So how does this work? What step comes first? I feel that the first indication of what abundance is to one of us is that when we feel at ease, when we feel absolutely okay, perhaps when we feel joy, but it doesn't even have to be a joyful thing. When we feel complete, fulfilled, or even in a moment of harmony, when we feel that there is harmony running through us and around us, harmony with the situation, harmony with the people we're with, harmony within whatever's going on inside our minds, that is meaningful abundance. When we achieve that sometimes, and when we feel that some of the time, we know what we can and will be looking for when we let ourselves stop all of those stories, step out of all the detail about who, what, when, where, and why, and instead start to embrace what abundance can be for us. For me, I think that the most important kind of abundance is feeling a full and open heart with people that I love. Part of that always for me is about being with children, being with kids, seeing what they are up to, seeing the perfection and feeling with them the joy of every single moment. Now, I would certainly love to have lots of abundance in other areas. And I am looking at how, by feeling that I am allowed to or may have a lot of financial abundance, that abundance resonates with that sense of harmony and openness for me. And as that occurs more and more in my life, that abundance also occurs more and more in my life. So I feel that I'm allowed to have the same kind of wonderful, expansive feeling as I have when I'm with children, that I'm allowed to have that feeling about money, let's say, that I'm allowed to have that feeling about being able to travel whenever I want to. And the more I feel those elements of being in harmony with travel, with money, with children, the more of that I receive. The idea of meaningful abundance is that abundance in all areas can actually locate us. It can find us and say, we're together now. When we can put out the directive, when we can live in that sensation, in that harmonious part of being, which is the abundance that we think we crave. But as long as we are defining our lives and defining our abundance through detail, those beautiful, open moments of movement and flow, they can't anchor to us. They can't find us. There's a part of us that is keeping at bay the meaningfulness of abundance. When we don't say to ourselves and say to the universe, I am open to whatever abundance is here for me right now, then we miss what really is here for us right now. When we try to control what might be here for us right now, we negate what is here for us right now. It's one of those vicious circles that we find ourselves in as humans and people so frequently. So what are you feeling about your own meaningful abundance, Christina?
Well, I have to say, I am very abundant. I'm very abundant. It was very interesting to hear you say about the abundance of children and being with them, the joy that you feel, because that's very similar with me, and hence why the amount of work I do with the schools and everything, because to see those sparkle in the child's eye, to see them click, is just makes me so joyful. And really, it's life can be very trying, and
Sure can.
to open up to the abundance of just those. You said it perfectly in the beginning. To be aware of the simplicity, the moments where we take for us to breathe, to just be with the ones we love, even if it's silent. That
When you were
is magnificent.
It is
magnificent.
There's nothing more magnificent than that. There isn't. And that is the pure definition of abundance. When you were talking, I all of a sudden could see, the face of one of my grandchildren, the faces of other children, looking up at me with the kind of sparkle and joy that they have when they realize that you recognize what they're experiencing.
Yes.
When they get to share that pure joy and harmony, when they get to show us and know that we recognize that part of their lives is abundantly flowing, that it's as if we anoint one another. We anoint one another with the recognition that there is huge love and joy and passion and ease and peacefulness in this one simple moment. Maybe it is just about stepping in a mud puddle. Maybe it is about hiding under a blanket with a flashlight. It doesn't matter what it is. That kind of recognition, that kind of spontaneous sparkle. It's the sparkle that we're looking for. Anything that makes you sparkle is an indication of what sort of abundance you are inviting. And you may be really, really good at sparkling about certain things and not sparkling about other things. And that's fine. That's who you are. But notice where you see sparkling happening. And notice what makes you sparkle, what makes you feel that you're glittering, what makes you feel so complete and so satisfied and so lightly sparkling that you want more of it. That's where to look beyond the patterns, beyond the details, beyond time, and into meaningful abundance. It feels so good.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It really is. And yes, the truth of that moment. Oh, that's the ultimate, isn't it?
It is.
It isn't about how much money you have in your pocket right now. It is not about any of those things. And it's interesting, you when I travel to areas like Thailand and, the third world countries, and you see the children play together and jump in and out of this water that's filled with sewer, and yet they have such joy. And you look and you go, wow, the abundance of love that they have for one another, the joy, the laughter, the rest doesn't matter.
The presence of that immediate moment. I just wanted to add one more thing, which is that you may be someone who sparkles over money. You may be someone who sparkles over having lots and lots and lots of money in the bank. And that is beautiful. That is that is your way into meaning. Meaningful abundance not being something that we define that confines or controls us, but that it is meaningful because we can be that stream. It is meaningful because we can be easy and comfortable and allowing with it so that it grows and becomes dynamically fluid for us.
Beautiful. Yes. Anatara. Oh, I like abundance. I'm not being selfish. I just like abundance.
As do I.
Thank you so much, Anatara, for this moment of abundance. And of course, we would like to thank each and every one of you for joining us in this new platform of education and information. We're grateful for your continuous support, and we look forward to hearing your feedback on how we can serve you better. You can connect with Anatara by following her on Twitter @Anatara, and of course through her own website, anatara.ca. anatara.ca. We always love to hear from you, your suggestions, your comments. You can put them right there on the screen if you scroll down and put into the comment box, and be sure to click submit, and we will reply to you. Or if you'd like to give us a call at 818-LETS-TALK. 818-LETS-TALK. And be sure to leave your contact information with us on that phone line, and we will definitely get back to you then too. Thank you for joining us today. Until next time, stay.